What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Hbar's price is giving us some extremely interesting price movement right now, and I want to give you a quick update on what we're seeing from the video that we made yesterday. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. And guys, don't forget, if you do want to start trading a little bit of Bitcoin, Solana, Sweet, and many more today on all the way up to 500x leverage, you can use that BTCC link down below. If you do use my link specifically on this landing page, they're going to give you a 10% bonus on all first-time deposits between $500 and $100,000. This means that if you deposit, say, $4,000, they're going to give you $400 on the spot to start trading with. Whatever profit you make from that $400 is all for you, no strings attached. This is literally an opportunity to make free gains during a bull market on a very good platform. So if you want to go check that out, of course, I will leave the link down there for you, and you can go check it out yourself. So to give you a little bit of a recap on what's been going on over the last couple of days, we've really been tracking Hbar's progress at, trying to break out and maintain around this golden zone. I have a thesis and just a general theory in my overall technical analysis brain, I guess, that the golden box is by far the most important golden box. Obviously, that's subjective, it's not objective, but it is what I truly believe to be the case. I've studied crypto for 5 years, and I've never seen a level that is as important as the golden box, the Fibonacci golden box. And what we know here is that Hbar's price has worked itself up towards this golden box and is currently trying its absolute best to break out of it. But I told you all, as its price started to get closer and closer to, either trying to break out or being within this golden box or whatever it may be, that, hey, it's not just going to be an easy task. You don't usually see, 90% of the time, you don't see a crypto just go straight through the golden box. There's going to be a battle. There's going to be a struggle. It's probably going to go sideways or pull back a little bit. Or maybe it's going to get rejected off of it. And that's totally okay, because what we are seeing from Hbar as of recent is giving us every single sign that we need to know that Hbar will eventually break this golden box. And when this golden box gets broken, the breakout target for Hbar is $1.30, which is still a 4x to a 5x from here. And so because of that, over the last week or two, we've really been focused in on what's happening in this golden box and paying attention to whether or not Hbar is giving us good signs while we're in it, bad signs while we're in it, and much more. Now, in yesterday's video, I told you all that I was starting to pick up on a possible formation here from Hbar, and I told you I would keep you updated on it. And so what I want to talk a little bit about today is what is going on with this structure that we talked about yesterday, whether or not we are getting those bullish signs that I'm looking for, and if this does mean that Hbar might start trying to make some gains soon. And so with that said, of course, let's transition now a little bit into more, of course, what is happening now and what we can expect next. Now, I will warn you, some of the things I'm about to say now that we're about to move forward a little bit are going to be a little bit complicated and confusing, especially if you're newer to the space. So all I ask from you is, if you are someone who is new to the space and you're just trying to get better at this whole crypto thing, or if you're on the other side of the spectrum and you're already advanced but you're just trying to add more tools to the toolbox, all that I ask you is to just stick around to the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing over in the Discord server, because all of these lessons and classes and coaches and signals and all of these things that we're providing here are generating our community hundreds of percentages in gains every single day. Even on days like yesterday where everything was falling, we had members dropping 200, 100, 200, 300% gains on a consistent basis. So again, if you're someone who wants to just get better at this whole crypto thing, all I ask from you is to stick around at the end of the video. Now, back to Hbar. Okay, so as I mentioned before, now that you know that the general goal here is for Hbar's price to break this golden zone, what we've been talking about in yesterday's video was this descending channel. I said, hey, I'm not 1,000,000% sure that this is the structure that is being formed quite yet, because we didn't have the bottom. We were like right here roughly, and I was like, it feels like there may be a chance Hbar comes back down and starts trying to create some sort of descending channel, and I told you all to be very wary of the fact that that may happen. And what we can see here is that now that Hbar's price did have yesterday's pullback and today's pullback, it's actually possibly showing me that we may have been correct in assuming that this is that descending channel. Now, the reason why I'm assuming that is because, one, the bottom side is holding up as of now. Okay, as of now. Now, not only is it holding up as of now, though, what we can see is we're actually getting some bullish divergence. On the 4-hour RSI, we have seen Hbar set in a low and a higher low so far, right? And look at what's happening with the RSI itself. We had a low and a lower low. Now, whenever there's a difference like this, a separation, or in other words, a divergence, it typically implies that even though the price is starting to, pull back and it is moving weird, that the momentum itself is shifting. And in these moments when momentum is shifting, it could be a reversal signal. It could mean that although it may not happen right now, sometime soon, we very well may see this crypto's price push back in the opposite direction, which of course in this case would mean it would go upward. Now, not only are we seeing that 4-hour RSI starting to give us good signals, but so is the daily RSI. The daily RSI is giving us an even bigger drive of bullish divergence. If you go look and see what's happening right here, obviously that previous low was back from November 25th of 2024, and since then we've put in the lower low on the RSI. But do you see how, although that is what's happening on the RSI, the price itself is still maintaining a higher low? It means that although that, where HBAR's price is pulling back a little bit, it's not really falling very far. But although it's not falling very far, we are getting a reset. We are getting a cool down and a pullback that will open up the door of opportunity for this thing to start pushing back to the upside. So this is a very good sign. Now, while all of these things are happening, if we do look at our Bollinger Bands on the daily charts, you can see that we're about to interact with this 20 simple moving average very soon. And so because of all of these things, it's starting to imply to me that we very well may be right in the thought that HBAR is trying to put in some sort of macro descending bullish structure that could be very good for its price. Of course, you guys know I have a thesis that the descending channel is the most and just the best structure that there is in crypto because it is so reliable and making gains out of them are very easy. And so what I typically will do, and as I told you yesterday, is that whenever I am growing in confidence that we are in descending channels, I'll lay out the bottom 25% of that channel and I'll just be buying this crypto anytime it's in that bottom 25%. And so knowing that all of these indicators are resetting, knowing that we're in the golden box, which will serve as support, knowing that the 20 simple moving average on the dailies is now on the way, I'm growing in confidence thinking that HBAR's price might try to hold some support here and push back upwards. Again, I am kind of just hypothesizing right now because at the end of the day, we don't have an established point of support and we won't know until we know. And that's kind of the sucky part. So there is still a risk that HBAR does capitulate through the bottom side of this channel, start coming back towards, 24, 23, 22 cents. And then I'll just have to reassess what I'm looking at and I'll just accept that I was wrong. But at the end of the day, it does feel like this is at least an opportunity, that there's at least a chance that this happens. And so because of that, that was a good enough moment for me to pick up a little HBAR myself. Now, I do want to make it clear though, as I mentioned before, I'm purely hypothesizing. This is pure speculation. And I don't know, quite frankly, I don't know if this is the structure that's being formed. It's just what my gut says might be happening. And so I hope you understand that I'm okay with being wrong here. If I'm wrong and his price does capitulate and my purchase goes negative, it's not a big deal. Because my general thesis on the market here right now is that we're not in a bear market, we're still in a bull market, and at some given point, we're gonna see Hedera or HBAR's price find the higher low and continue up anyway. So me buying right now after its price is, it's pulled back, this has to be at least 20-30% by now. Yeah, more than that, 40% to the downside. Buying after a 40% correction during a bull market is not a bad time. And so even if I'm wrong in the short term, I have a good feeling I'll end up being right in the long term when HBAR's price does start pushing upwards. So it's no big deal. And sometimes you just got to be okay with that. You got to say, you know what, I'm gonna buy a little bit right now. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Who cares? At the end of the day, everybody in crypto that bought crypto before 2024, before the summer of 2024, and just left it alone, if they bought any of the top 20 cryptos, they've made money. And so you need to just be okay with knowing, well, at the end of the day, likelihood is that if I just leave it alone long enough, I'll end up making some money off of it. And so that's kind of where I'm at with this thing. And I just wanted to update you and let you know, look, it does feel like we are seeing a pretty strong validation of the idea that this is a descending channel. And it does seem like there's a decent sized chance that we do see HBAR's price build some support here. And so because of that, I did buy a little bit more. And like I said, if I'm wrong, I'm just wrong. I'll buy more the lower it gets because I'll be growingly more confident that the push to the upside is coming anyway. So obviously I'll keep you updated as all does play out, but I at least wanted to let you know that, hey, look, my hypothesis does seem to be moving in a better direction, and I wanted you to just know what I was doing as a result of it. So make sure that you're watching the bottom side of this channel very closely, and do just know that as this does play out, I will continue to update you as we do get more movement from HBAR around the bottom side of this channel. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you were somebody who's just simply trying to get better at this whole crypto thing, what I want you to do is check out the Discord server. Now, in order to get access to the Discord server, guys, it is the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, either $17 a month or $5 a month. And when you do sign up over on Patreon, in that link down below, you're going to get access to this Discord server, which comes with Insights with Tyler, where I give my thoughts and ideas and insights about things. Sometimes when I'm buying and selling, changes to my portfolio. Sometimes it's just general advice on things that I'm seeing in the market. You get daily technical analysis on your favorite cryptos every day. You get fundamental analysis on the actual market itself. We have 2 teams of professional traders who are posting their buy and sell signals every single day. And remember, these are pro teams. So all of they're living their livelihood in order for them to eat relies on them making good trades. So you can learn directly from them and see the things that they're doing. We just had Pro Trade Team 2 knock in a 136% gainer this morning, which was sweet. We have this exclusive show, Crypto Vault Live, every single day, Monday through Friday at 12, where Crypto Moses takes you through the market exclusively just for Discord members. We have premium classes on things like the Bollinger Bands, the Fibonacci, bull market investing. We have live workshops with coaches. We actually have one in 5 days, I believe. Yep, 5 days on December 15th, where we're going to be going a little bit deeper into altcoin investing. We have beginners courses on things like technical analysis for beginners, leverage trading for beginners. These are 30-minute long classes, guys, that go through all the basics. It has vocabulary, cheat sheets, 18-page presentation, 20-page presentations, all types of stuff. And then tips with Tyler, which are just these little 2-3 minute long videos on random things, such as how I take profits, setting up my Fibonacci's, and much more. Now, on top of all of that, you have access to the community where premium members can ask questions directly to myself and some of the other 6 coaches in the server who answer them every single couple hours. And then, of course, all of that has been contributing to building a community that is printing gains, because our whole goal is to cultivate a community of people who are trying to just get better at crypto. So all of these lessons we're teaching are developing into strategies for people, and these strategies are printing them. Hundreds of, this is just yesterday. On a terrible day like yesterday, people were still printing hundreds of percentages of gains, and that just goes to show the resiliency of the server. And so if you want to be somebody who is elevating like all of these people are, we have over 700 members just within the last month. So if you want to become part of that and you want to start printing some gains yourself, again, all that I ask from you is to just go check out that Discord server down below, because it is the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, and I think that's great value. So of course, let me know what you think down below, and if you have been enjoying these videos every single day, 8-9 videos a day, please do let us know by smashing that like button and subscribing to the channel if you are new. But I do have a couple more videos planned for today, so make sure that you stay tuned for those, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.